Hello there once again, my friends, and welcome to another vlog on the Really Good Gaming channel. Now this one is going to be really exciting, and it's also a little bit overdue because we're actually kind of midway through it, but today we are going to be talking about my Summer 2017 Backlog Challenge. Now the Summer Backlog Challenge is something that I have wanted to do ever since around about 2010, whenever it was that I started talking to a camera about video games. And it's not something that I've ever done, because that kind of phase of my YouTube career, I guess, lasted about a year, maybe two at a push, and then it kind of just fizzled out, and it's only now in 2017 that I'm bringing it back on this channel, where we also have the equipment to finally let's play games, which is also something that I've always wanted to do. So for example, you may have noticed that the games that I am playing are not necessarily new and relevant, though that's not to say that I will never play new relevant games. I do intend on investing in a PS4 and a Switch, but this channel is more about focusing on how I play games naturally and sharing that with people. So that's why there are these games like the pickup one I did of the mystery 3DS games, and it's why there's going to be like collecting type stuff and things like that as I start to get back into the hobby. So that is why I am playing the games on this channel that I am playing, and that is why I am playing them the way that I am, you know, going for achievements and trying to do all the different things that I do. It's just the way that I would naturally play video games, but just shared with an audience. Hopefully the commentary can make you laugh, and we can kind of share this little journey together, and we can just enjoy gaming together. It'll be good fun. Now without further ado, for those of you who do not know, the Summer Backlog Challenge is essentially a challenge where you take some of the games that you haven't finished yet. Here's just a random stack that I picked up. I actually have finished 2 out of these 4, so you know, maybe not the best selection to have gone with, but you take games that you haven't finished, and during the summer you try to complete as many of those as you possibly can. So it's not buying new games, it's buying games that you already have in your backlog that you need to complete and you haven't done yet. So I've selected 5 games that I'm going to be playing throughout the summer of 2017 and have already started, which is why I said this is a bit of an overdue video, and I'm going to talk about them today, and I'll kind of do regular progress updates so we can see how things are going along, and if by the end of this summer, which I'm going to say is like start September, you know, summer ends and we go into back to school and all that jazz, we're going to see if I can beat all of them. Now the first 2 that we're going to get out of the way are the really obvious ones, because they're the ones that I'm playing on the channel. They are Assassin's Creed and Crysis 3. Now this one is not necessarily as old. I bought this about a year ago, I think, as part of like a random games bundle I got on eBay that I was going to do an unboxing video of, the way I did the 3DS one but never did. And this one I got in about 2011, I think, and played a little bit, but then kind of came back to it. But either way, I'm playing these on the channel. I'm not entirely sure how many episodes there are going to be, especially now that we're doing the shorter episodes of like, you know, 10 to 20 minutes, just so that it's more accessible for people to watch. But I think we are on pace to finish both of those by the end of August. I think there's maybe about 20-25 episodes left in them. I'm not 100% sure because I don't know how long the games are, but that's what I'm feeling. That's the vibe I'm getting from the pace we're going. So I think both of those series are going to be finished by the end of August, which is cool because it means that we can start on some new series and start on some new games. I've got a ton to get through. I may actually do like a little poll or something of games that that you think I should play next. But I guess we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. The next game is another of the reasons why I said that this video is a little bit overdue, and that is Band Hero, which I have done a few episodes of on this channel. I didn't really do a complete let's play because the campaign or the career mode isn't really like as structured a career mode as the earlier games, like particularly Guitar Hero 3 for example. It's one of those ones where like you can play a couple of songs and then unlock another venue, but if you try to play through all of the songs in one venue, like before you move through, then you've already unlocked 4 or 5 venues. Like there's no real structured career, you're just unlocking things left, right and center, and I didn't really feel like it was a solid one to do like a full let's play of. So I did a few kind of daft videos where I did like the Spice Girls and the David Bowie one and things like that, and that was fun. But I have actually completed the entire career mode off camera now. I've got like the vast majority of the achievements. The only ones I really need are the ones where you have to play online and the multiplayer ones, because I don't currently have an Xbox Live subscription and don't also have any friends to play with right now. So we're gonna go back and get those, I guess, but this actually is technically one game from my 5 that I've already completed, so that's done. So that's part of the challenge complete already. This next one is actually another part of the challenge that I've already completed, so again, overdue video, but that is Picross 3D Round 2, which you may have seen in my 3DS games unboxing, the mystery one I did about a week ago. I'll link to that in the description of the iCard or something, I don't know. But this was a really fun game. I am a big fan of the puzzles, the puzzly puzzles. I like them because I feel like I'm keeping my brain sharp, you know what I mean? I was a big fan of the original Picross on the DS, not the original Picross, but you know, the one on the DS, and I wasn't sure how well I would make the transition to the 3D puzzles, because I'm not particularly very good at 3D spatial awareness. It's not really a strong suit of mine. I know whenever I did maths at school and stuff, the 3D kind of as soon as you brought an extra dimension into it, I was a little bit off kilter. But actually, I got into this pretty quickly. I started to pick it up, and it does expand your brain in new directions, so I was quite fond of this. There are still more puzzles for me to do, but I have seen the credits roll, so to an effect I have beaten this game. I am going to go through, beat all of them on the hardest difficulty, which essentially just does change them into new puzzles, like they're the same shapes but different puzzles, so it's quite cool. I'm going through and doing all of that before I play the kind of extension puzzles that you unlock after the credits roll. But this was very fun, and technically this is 2 out of 5 of my challenge complete. And finally, the 5th game on this list. This is one of the ones that I'm not 100% sure if I'll finish, and again, it's another one where the kind of conditions of finishing are kind of variable, because there are 2 I've finished, there are the 2 that I'm less playing that I think are going to be done by the end of August, but this one kind of really depends on how much I do play it, and that is Pokémon Sun. I didn't get this game exactly when it came out, I got it a little bit later. I think I got it early in the new year, I'm pretty sure, so I haven't had it like that long, but then also you think about the fact that it's summer, we're in July, so I've had it more than long enough to complete it, but I just kind of haven't done that yet. I really want to, I really do enjoy this. I'm on the 3rd island, I'm not 100% sure how many challenges I've gone through, but I think, I wouldn't say I'm nearing the end of the game, I guess I'm at least halfway through maybe, but this one I am going to count beating the league. Oh, well, there is no league in this, is there? Because it's not the standard gym challenge, so I'm not sure exactly how I'll quantify if I've beaten this, but I guess when the credits roll, there's obviously going to be a lot of post-game content, but I would say when the credits roll is how we will know that I've beaten this game, and again, the deadline for that is end of August, so we'll see. It's definitely doable, it just depends on how well I can actually play it, because basically the Picross has been permanently in my 3DS for the last few weeks, so we will see if I can get through this one, but this is my 2017 backlog challenge. I'm really excited to dive into it. Obviously these 2 were already playing through. I could beat them a lot faster if I wasn't filming them, but it is definitely more fun to share them, and that's actually going to be the subject of a vlog that I'll talk about either next week or the week after, I think. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you are partaking in the Summer Backlog Challenge, or if you want to, now that you know what it is, let me know down in the comments below what your games are going to be and how things are going for you. Make sure you subscribe for future updates, and of course, if you want to watch the Let's Plays of Crysis 3 and Assassin's Creed, I think they're good fun, I think they're worth watching, and we're going to build up a nice little community here, so I think it's going to be something nice to be a part of if you want to do that. Make sure to share the video with a friend, or share the channel with a friend if you think that they would like to be part of this nice little community. I hope you're having a really good day, and I will see you really soon. Finger guns, pew pew pew, finger backlog. I don't know how that works. Subscribe.